Elisa from Shoreland News, and I've saw like the movie twice because I was even in Zurich last week, so I had the pleasure to see it twice. And my question really is more into deep the movie, because like in the movie it starts like with a breath, like there is like Elizabeth Olsen character that is like swimming, and she's really like eager to survive, and the movie still like with Elizabeth Olsen still like finish with like her character like that she holds a breath and she's like.
I'm so happy that you saw that.
Yeah, really. Like,
for me, it was really. When I talked with Elizabeth Olsen, I said your character is wild and very free and lives in a world that is very contained.
Exactly.
So she needs to breathe. And so that's why it was important. And also the breathing that you see in the beginning of the film, that breathing is also related to a trauma, to loss, and to a lot of things. So for me, it was important that throughout the film you can hear that breathing that is like almost suffocating. And in the end, it's like a relief. It's like a message of freedom in a certain way.
Exactly.
And so it's to say also to a woman like who feels like contained and like we tell you how they should think or behave to
even it's like the water even is a really like it comes out a lot of ways, like because even like Alicia character like sings a song like in which like she talks about like how kind of it's like a song for babies in a way, but it's like linked to me at least.
Yes,
just
it
about
was
the
important.
water.
Yeah, but I thought I was talking about I thought about all those thematic that was important for me, and it's true that in the end, but I don't want to say what happens. But when she walks up the stairs to like the latest assessment, and you see the sea that reminds her like what happened and her trauma. So I thought about all those elements.
Like how important was like to create this dynamic trio, we can say, because I mean the character are really like they are in the center of the whole thing, and really like they are really they have to be like to create a really like a good like a relationship between the three of them. So from your point of view, like how, and from the the beginning of the whole like movie creation, how was for them like in general to important to create like this this special bond,
to create the special bond between the actors.
Yes, and
it
even
was
like with the director. So
it was very important for me, and especially between Imesh and Lizzie, because they need to, we need to believe that they are a couple for years.
Yeah.
So we talked about it before with both, and then when they were like when we arrived in Tenerife where we shot the exterior, we had a little bit of time. So as I was like keep prepping because we had problem with the location and all that, they spent like a week together. And I think that was great, and that helps a lot. And then Alicia and Lizzie talked a lot, and we organized meeting for a scene that arrives at the end where they really connect. That was important, and we talked about. But it was more like discussions, because that scene that was important arrived hopefully more at the end of the shoot, so they could have lived already all the other scenes like before.
Thank you for your time. Really,
thank you so much.
It was a pleasure. And really
great.
Yeah.